We're going to try this one more time, folks. Not sure what is going on. I did notice that Streamlabs did perform an update. And I think that could be a large part of what we are experiencing here, because they did an update on the mobile as well, and that caused a bunch of hell for everybody. So, we're going to try this yet again. I am not streaming currently over to Twitch, not streaming to Facebook. We're trying just YouTube. We'll go from there. Yeah, I know. Annoying. Very, very annoying. Let's get into the live scene and see what happens.
Stupid Portland officers, Portland Police Bureau. Oh,
it could be an issue here as well. This time of year when it starts really getting stormy and stuff out.
I'm so mad right now. I can't even think straight, you guys. I'm so angry right now.
Villain's pissed. Yeah, when it first starts up, it could be a little blurry, but we'll try it. We'll see what happens. We're just going straight to YouTube now. Could be a bit rate issue.
Haven't been this angry in a long time. When Black Lives Matter fucking jumped me in Portland, I'm sorry I'm cussing so much. When Black Lives Matter jumped me in Portland, like, that sucked, but it wasn't such an angry thing. Like, I knew who they were. But for the Portland police officers to do that to me, to put me in handcuffs and throw me in the back of their car because I was standing in the road the wrong way for too long, when all those crimes were being committed in front of them and they weren't pursuing any of them. They waved me towards them and I walked towards them in good faith, and they pulled that crap on me. They tried to spin the situation to where I was being uncooperative. I given them everything they needed in order to identify me. Portland Police Bureau, Chief Lavelle, you guys are a joke.
Yeah, Villain's
You guys
pissed.
don't want to abide by your oaths, quit your jobs. If you were agreeing to break your oath to the society and to citizens so you can keep your pension or your paycheck, you are why this is happening in America. Oh, I'm angry.
I don't think I've ever seen Villain this pissed before.
Are any of you Portland police officers going to speak out about this publicly? Are any of you Portland police officers going to speak out about any of this publicly? Will any of you Portland police officers publicly denounce what those officers did today? Any of you? Any
They better.
of you?
Who's the girl on Brandon Sharp's feed in the camo pants right there? Anybody know who that is?
I no longer support police in the least bit. You guys are virtuous. I will meet you as individuals and I will support you as individuals. But the title police officer means nothing to me anymore.
Yeah, I know a couple of them are. I think Villain's live still.
I'm gonna blow an artery or something. I'm so pissed off right now. For all of those of you that were,
Yeah, Villain's live.
many of you that were trying to call me, I had my hands cuffed behind my back, and that's why I didn't answer your
It's the
phone
main one
call.
we're watching. I've got all these other streams up more so just to test. Chalupa, welcome back. Which ones aren't live? Andazant will bring them down, but I was just kind of doing a test to make sure that everything seems to be resolved here. I'm no longer streaming to Twitch or to Facebook.
Look at this city.
And I think that's basically wrapped up the
the city
problems
chooses
that we
to
were
deal with
having.
the-
So it looks to be
the
a
unrest,
conflict between
board everything up and lay and hide.
multicasting.
Go after people that are law-abiding citizens
Now I'm
for
still getting a
technicalities.
couple frame freezes here or there.
I've not been this mad in years. Can't even handle this level of anger I've got going through my veins right now. It's just, sorry, this is a horrible stream. Oh man, I'm angry. Oh man.
I don't know if Behind Enemy Lines is still live or not. He's down at the bottom.
So sad, man. This fucking city used to be a completely different
So
place.
conservative or Common Sense Conservative is live and Jared is live.
Now it's just
And then
overran by
Brandon, Behind Enemy Lines, Mr. Bill, and BCP are not live. Is that what you're saying? Now we get a commercial with Villain. So I think Villain must have just dropped and must not be live anymore. Or I'm showing.
I really just don't even remember where I parked.
Interesting. So he shows live until you click on it. Then it says he's not live anymore. Yeah, Villain just went down.
Yeah, all the Antifa streamers were banned, like their name, out of my stream. Fuck, I kind of need my maps, guys. I think I'm gonna end the stream.
Everybody
I'll
is.
be on
All at
later
once.
tonight if they show up here. If not, I'll just keep looking out. They're supposed to be out.
All charges dropped on Frank Nitti and he's being released. That's good news. Well, it looks like police successfully got most of the back of blue back into their parking garage and out of here, so it doesn't look like this is going to go on for too long. What time's curfew? There is no curfew in Portland. Yes, you know.
The
I
two
saw
bottom
that.
streams are from
Shitty that, yeah.
Minneapolis.
I heard he was drunk, but still no excuse.
The two top ones are from Portland.
I did not get Jake GMA, sadly. I got here just after.
Oh, you were set at 144p? Yeah, that could make you have some video issues. Your settings down there, you might have to change it. I was running at 1080p for a while without a problem, so hopefully we resolved all the problems. First, a guy outside takes down our network. Then the computer decides that it doesn't want to function properly without a Windows update. Then Streamlabs decides to do an update. The whole thing has changed, and now it doesn't want like multicasting to 3, so we're only on YouTube at the moment. Yeah, if the resolution looks like crap, make sure to go down to your little settings icon, looks like the little cog wheel, and bump those settings up. Ethan, Antifa's just now pissing you off? Where you been, buddy? Antifa been pissing us all off for quite a long time now. There you go. Yeah, make sure you get them on up to 1080p. We are streaming in 1080p, so you should be able to get the high quality there. It just, with the new updates and everything that happened, it doesn't like multicasting now, so might have to find a solution
They
for
give up,
that.
yeah, they went back into their parking garage and went home.
But it does appear that we've resolved the streaming issues, at least as far as I can tell. Luckily, when it went down the second time, they were pretty much done. But it looks like Minneapolis is just starting.
Alright, guys. Well, it seems to be
Well,
chilling
yeah,
out.
I just saw your comment. Yes,
JC,
we're back on.
see
It
if
seems
anything's
like we
going
resolved
on,
the problems,
and
hopefully.
then,
We'll
head
see.
back to my car.
I'm not holding my breath.
It's getting
one of them
wet,
days.
and my phone's starting to shake from the rain getting on my gimbal. So I want to make sure it gets dry.
Babe, yeah, we just saw that. We just watched Villain really pissed off and really upset with Portland PD. A lot of people are upset with Portland PD today. They went down there. You had opposing sides. You had Antifa on one side of the street. You had Back the Blue on the other side of the street. The police show up, and they go over to the Patriots, and they start checking them all for their concealed carry permits, which in Multnomah County, there in Portland, you have to have if you want to open carry. But they only check the Patriots. Meanwhile, across the street, you got a bunch of Antifa idiots that are open carrying, and the police don't go over there and check their permits. So that was the first, obviously biased thing that happened. After that, they all started yelling at the police and telling them, hey, if you're going to check us, you better go check them too. Apparently, I had heard reports that they eventually went to go check Antifa after being yelled at, or at least a couple of them did, and they confiscated a knife.
I think
It also looked like they temporarily detained one of the Patriots or arrested, not completely sure on that quite yet. And I've heard reports that confiscated his weapons, so still waiting to hear on that as well.
The next couple of days, hopefully. Everybody that had tested positive sounds like has been cleared.
Back
everyone
the Blue
was out during those
the
days
side that was over on
cleared, so
the people who were literally
the
there to
community's
back the
getting ready to
police.
start planning events again. How much is
And
the bus fare there?
I still back the Blue.
actually,
I just
never-
don't back the Portland Blue
I haven't rode the
unless
bus
they
since I was little, so I
stand
don't
up
remember.
against what happened today.
Alright guys, I'm almost back to my car. So I'm gonna end the live here.
Oh, it's Michael Fappaport.
Have a good day, and we will be live probably again within the next couple days. Boop, boop, bye.
Boop, boop, bye. By the way. Well, alrighty then.
Hey, Elbow. So guys, we're approaching Lake Street again. We're going back to where the protest started at Cadillac Pond. So the protest is approaching Lake Street.
Oh, did Behind Enemy Lines come back on?
That's the Midtown Exchange building, guys, for reference point. That's so that's where it is, and this is where we are.
Yes, he did.
In reference to
Fridge catcher. Scholars are divided, but the rules of McDelivery are not. Fridge catch-up is for backup. Get a $0 delivery fee on orders of $20 or more through DoorDash.
I'm glad to see there's people hiding up there. I thought that you guys were it.
Somebody is out hanging out with Behind Enemy
Got the
Lines.
puppy and everything, huh? You look like an attack dog. This is where they intimidate cops every night. Same spot.
Hey, that's right, Day Waste. I appreciate that. If you guys hit the thumbs up, hit the sub button, send a share out, just smash all the buttons. Highly appreciated. Let's do this. Let's go.
A lot of tension, boys and girls.
We are on sausage watch, and it looks like the sausage has reached the stall. That is the probe thermometer temperature. We are looking for 160.
Nice to meet you finally. You doing all right, man?
Yeah, doing good. What's your Twitter handle so I can start matching them with faces?
Behind Enemy Lines. Yeah. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
We've been having it. Oh man, now I'm seeing buffering over here again. I think we better.
Look at the hate. Look at the hate specifically at the black man. Probably the most obnoxious thing I've ever seen.
It's interesting. My entire
We got your back.
router is just full of DOS attacks. It's one IP address that continuously keeps popping up.
What's up, Econ?
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you down here.
Yeah, we've got Minnesota up on the screen.
Yeah.
Here we go. So this IP address is from Seattle, Washington. So that's interesting.
No justice, no abolish. No justice, no abolish. Arrest us, no abolish. Justice, no peace. No justice, no abolish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 9, 10, 11.
I'm working on that one weird girl. But yeah, there's a bunch of it's because when I check my network's fine, but I'm seeing these attacks. They're scanning, continuously scanning. And it's all from Seattle.
When do we want it? No cops, no KKK, no. No cops, no. No cops, no KKK.
Got it set pretty low in his end. I've got it at 2,500.
No cops,
You have to remember this was all working fine
no cops.
the last few streams. No issues whatsoever. The only thing that changed is Streamlabs did a stupid update.
No cops. Who's got my back? Who's got my back? Who's got my back? Watch my back, I'm under attack. Who's got my back?
So now we're on East Lake Street and Bloomington Avenue.
I got your back.
Eddie,
East
what's
Lake
up,
Street
good
and
buddy? Good
Bloomington
to see you in
Avenue,
the
South
stream.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Looks like Emma's got bad internet.
I got your back.
I think we might put Andrew in her spot because it makes it look like I'm
Watch
freezing.
my back, I'm under attack. Who's got my back? I got your back. I got your back. Watch my back, I'm under attack. Who's got my back? I got your back. I got your back. Watch my back. Watch my back, I'm under attack. No justice, no peace. Abolish. No justice, no. Abolish. No justice, no. Abolish. No justice, no. Abolish. No justice, no. Abolish. No justice.
Oh, really? Its bitrate's supposed to be at 9,000? But wouldn't having it at a lower bitrate
Abolish.
be less taxing for the system, or is it the fact that I've limited it so low that it's causing the system to basically glitch and have issues?
Regardless of what country you come from, what's your background,
Last thing,
we've all experienced trauma in different ways. We've all experienced violence in different ways. We've all been affected by the police in different ways.
I don't believe that's something I can actually change while live either.
Brother Calvin,
That's something I'm willing to play with.
I'll just put it like this. Just Kobe Heisler's mother took a moment at Muller Park. It hit her. And when you hear Kobe's mother speak, you know that she speaks with the whole chest, whole spirit.
Say it with your chest.
She says it with the chest.
Interesting. Well, I'll try bumping it up. It's not that my system couldn't handle it. It's just I figured.
It just gets me sometimes that nobody says
I
my
put it in the
son's
same
name.
setting that I use whenever I'm live on my phone. So that could be an issue.
Ashley Quinones told me this a long time ago and said, we're doing the work that the dead can't. And you're out here doing the work that the others can't. And you hold space at the square where our other black brothers and sisters and folks that have been murdered by the cops can't. You're doing the work of your ancestors. You're doing the work of your great-grandmothers and grandfathers. You're doing the work of your parents. You're doing the work that you were born to do. And it kills me. It kills me to come. It was months ago when we came to this, and I didn't know exactly what it was about. But it showed me exactly what city council was about, what the leadership, the elected leadership in this city is. And when we march for Calvin, and you hear the story of Calvin,
you've hit the stall on your sausage when the temperature starts going backwards.
She doesn't come out. And then she shows up on a Zoom meeting, look like she's kidnapped
Really?
an addict.
So here's the question, though, is that I haven't changed
Acting
those
like she's
settings
the fucking
since
victim.
I've had this setup put together. We weren't
You gotta
having
be
issues
some type of
before.
person
So
to
why would
really
we have
act like
issues
the
now?
victim in a situation like this. This brother's mama came all the way down from the south. Came all the way from the south. Up here to speak on his behalf. The entire family came. And it's up to us to carry the name of Calvin Horton, to carry the
I'm gonna take
promises
you
that
guys
people have
as-
not kept, to carry the truth that has been lied upon, to carry the names of all our community members.
We've
that
got
have
to
been
figure this
stolen.
out. If you guys are pretty
So
sure
for
that
right
that's
now-
what's going on,
We're gonna say his name 4 times and then hold a moment of silence, and it's so loud that his mother's gonna hear it all the way down in Alabama or Arkansas. I forget which one, but it started with an A. We're gonna say his name 4 times, and then we're gonna have a moment of silence for Brother Calvin. Because this right here shouldn't be happening. Mayan Burrell shouldn't be behind bars, and John Ripple shouldn't be walking. Amina McCaskill shouldn't be asking for money, and the MPD shouldn't be getting $500,000. You see how it works now. You see how it works. So here we go. Calvin Horton. Say his name!
Calvin Horton.
Say his name!
Calvin Horton.
Say his name!
Calvin Horton.
Say his name!
Calvin Horton.
so I'm over in studio. I don't see any latency options anywhere.
And you know that whenever you show up to these actions, your life can get taken at any time. And they got no problem doing it. And that's what happened to Calvin. And in the spirit of Calvin, I know a lot of folks want to say, well, hey, he was out there in those streets. That don't mean he should have died. You don't know what he was doing. You didn't see it. You quick when a black man dies and it's not
So
on
that's
film,
in
you quick to
YouTube
question.
studio, though? Why am I not
But
seeing
when you
that?
see it on film, you even question, well, he might have had something in his system. Ask yourself how it feels to
We'll
be a
get this
black
figured
man
out
and
one
be
way or another. It
accused,
just doesn't make
indicted,
sense
and
why
guilty
things were
every
fine
single
before
time
and
you're
now
taking a breath.
all of a sudden they're an issue.
I don't want to have to fight for my legitimacy to be a human. I don't want to have to fight that fight. I'm going to walk it regardless. And that's why you see so many of us with our guards up, because we're born under accusation and born legally predated upon. And that shit has got to stop. And if they don't kill your body, they try to kill your damn character. And if they can't kill that, they try to take out the people around you. And I'm tired of it. You stand up for black liberation, then stand up for these black men that have been put in the ground, and we start from there. We stand up for these black trans lives that have been put in the ground, and we go from there. We stand up for these black females' lives that have been put in the ground, we go from there. You stand for these black non-binary lives that have been put in the ground, and you go from there. You stand up for black lives, stand up for black lives, and let's go from there. Speaking of black lives, somebody can hand me the sanitary. I'm gonna get this, because shit's crazy right now. But the one thing I will say, yeah, COVID safe. I'm happy that one of my inspirations, I mean, a lot of folks from the square are very inspiring to me, and folks from around the country as well, especially the homies in LA who have been holding it down significantly day in, day out. I just, for folks that wanted to speak to the budget hearing, some of them couldn't get out in time, but I know that
Okay,
Auntie
sure, I'll
wanted
look
to
for
say
it.
some things about the budget hearing, and we're gonna open up the mic.
We're
for
trying to
Auntie
be
and
back
anybody
at
else
it.
who wants to speak to it. Here you go. Tell them.
Yes, that's what we're trying to figure out, which looks like we're going to come back one more time. I'm going to change these settings, and I'm going to come right back on. If you have not hit that sub button, hit that sub button now.
So the other day I
We're going to try to fix this.
and I heard that
Hopefully resolve these issues. We got to get these streams right. We got to get the news out. We need people to see this, and we got to get it right. The new updates appear to not like the bit rate issues, so
to give to the Minneapolis police, or not the Minneapolis police, but to help the Minneapolis police. Now, back in May, they lynched a man in broad daylight in front of everybody, and us as Minneapolis was traumatized and reacted in ways not many
oh,
could really
that's if you're not using
understand.
Streamlabs though,
Things
shoe.
happen that I personally
That's if
don't
you're
agree
streaming
with,
directly
but
from
I'm
actual
with
studios.
the
Streamlabs,
movement.
they're the ones that control bitrate and all
Those
those type of settings
I'm
directly
with
through
the movement.
Streamlabs.
So, I mean, I don't agree with how things are going, but if the Minneapolis Police Department
We're gonna do
does
this one last
something
time.
that rocks the
I do
city,
know
let
that
alone the
my
world
settings
a
right now, if I
specific
look
type
at them
of
on
way,
bitrate,
and we are
on
saying
the output
defund
side,
them. We are saying that you guys need
using
to do
the
different.
264
We are
encoder,
saying that you guys need to
rate control CBR
think
bitrate,
of
which I
how
cannot
it
change,
is
is
that
set to
you guys
2500.
be
Keyframe
more
interval
community bounded,
is
because
set
if y'all
to
were more
2.
connected with the community, y'all would treat the community much different. If the people who live in the city policed us, we would be policed way different. Because I bet if that man who killed George Floyd, if he shopped in the same grocery stores as him, he would have not treated George Floyd in such ways. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back.
Oh, you're saying like go
So
into
I
live
said,
control room and change it from
If
there?
the
You have to
the
change it for
person
every
who-
single
I don't even
video?
know dude's name to this day. I really don't. I don't even get myself to learn what his name is.
What's funny is
That
I look at it
murderer.
on Studio, it says the
That
stream
murderer.
is super healthy.
So that murderer,
Stream
murdered
status
George
is
Floyd.
excellent.
If he knew George Floyd or was around Minneapolis, shopped in the
And
same
it's set to
stores
normal
as him,
latency.
he wouldn't have treated that man in such ways. It would have never happened like that.
They worked together. They knew each other.
They knew each other, but and that makes it even worse. Because now you had, what do they call it? A premeditated, right? Premeditated. Y'all had a premeditated.
Yeah, it's already
act,
set to
so
normal.
Now I think we should be even more madder than what we are. I don't really get into the details of the case.
Is anybody
because
seeing
I need
buffering
to stay
issues at the
level-headed
moment?
on my stance in the movement. So I'll let y'all do that. But thank you for educating me, sis. So, now that we reacted in ways
Well,
that
again,
not a
in
lot of people agree
Streamlabs, the
with,
bit
but
rate's
people
set to
need
2500,
understand
so that
that
seems
we
like
are
an issue to me.
reacting. We are reacting. So now that we are reacting, y'all think that it's in the best interest to add more police, to police us.
Yes, the Portland streams are
Not-
looped. They're
not
just
fix
up.
The problem that y'all already had.
The Minneapolis
Not even
streams
acknowledge
are
the wrong
live,
that you've already
which
done.
Emma is just buffering like
But y'all
crazy.
want to pay.
But they're up more
By
so
the way,
because
I'm
we're
jumping a little
testing,
bit.
trying to
Let me
figure
backtrack
this out.
just a little bit. So we've shut
The Portland stuff happened just a little bit ago.
We gave 24 petty, small demands.
Well, I'm pretty sure my system can handle
compared to what I would have asked
quite a
for.
bit of bit rate.
Because people-
So if
people know
9,000
on
is
the
what
square,
they
that ain't
recommend.
nothing.
So here's the question. Do I set
you
it at
mean to tell me
9,000
that
and
we
will that
can
cause a
get
problem
nothing?
on Twitch? Or should I
But
set
y'all
it to
can manage-
6,000
y'all can
since
manage to
Twitch
get
wants 6
$500,000.
and YouTube will accept 6,000?
It don't. Our demands wasn't met, so it doesn't matter what demand was met, what demand was not met. Our demands were not met.
But they get money. That's crazy.
We ain't got no change. We ain't less fearful. There ain't no more fairness than what it was. We ain't got no advantages. The disadvantages are still here. Ain't shit changed but the date. Not the year yet. We getting there, but ain't shit changed but the date.
6,000. That's what I was thinking.
So y'all mean to tell me? And then what baffles, not even what baffles, what upsets me is the street that we cut off is over South Minneapolis. So y'all mean to tell me who's speaking for y'all? I mean, I guess me too, I live over here, but who's speaking for us is saying that we need more police? That's what y'all telling them? That's what y'all emailing them? That's what y'all calling to tell them? Because basically what they're
What about these
telling
other settings though, like the
police is that
keyframe
we
interval?
telling them that we
Is
need
there some
more
way to
than-
cut the latency on YouTube? Good
I
God,
need
that
more people
latency
to be
seems to be
watching
real
out
bad. Everyone
for.
tells me on Twitch they
I
get it
watch out for
like
enough of them.
immediately,
So now
but
that
that
these
YouTube's
sheriffs is
always
rolling
like
around
super
here
behind.
comfortably 'cause they're paid to make other people uncomfortable. Literally. I rode past the sheriff earlier and had to double check that I had my seatbelt on. I ain't even did nothing. I ain't even driving. I'm sitting in the passenger seat.
That way.
I should be chilling, vibing, listening to the music that I'm listening to, but no, I'm worried because I'm wondering why are these gang members here?
No, I'm plugged directly in, Shu.
And what I have a hard time grasping is that
Wired
you guys want
straight
to
in.
claim that we, us citizens, hey, I'm gonna pull in Miss Howard. I ain't nothing but no single mama trying to get by and take care of my kids. I don't run them but my mouth. I hope you're watching me, Miss Howard. But
Like just for funsies, let's do a speed test, huh?
how are we, because we're complaining about the trauma and the hurt and the unfairness.
Watch this
of
cause
what
a
the-
bunch of
not
problems
let
doing
alone
a
the
speed
city,
test.
But the system is doing towards us. Because the system is allowing the city to do what they're doing. They figuring out how it is that they can continue to fuck us on top of the fucking that they doing. Because right now they giving it to us raw with no lube, and I don't like that. So I'm just saying. So what are y'all going to do about the city
Yeah, it's
council
not the
people
internet speed.
that says that y'all want these extra police
I'm getting close
here?
to 800 megabytes per second with everything else in the house. That I've got
Everybody
servers running
is
that are
okay
probably
with the
eating at
square
least
being
200
closed,
megs.
Nor do I care personally. But that's me on a personal matter. But it's not about what it is that you want. It ain't about what it is that I want. It's really about the future. What about my kids? My 5-year-old is terrified of the police, and he's 5.
Shu's not a Fed.
You should be worried about why
Shu actually has a
Patrol
YouTube
ain't
channel. So
playing
does
that
Anazan.
stuff.
You should add him. Great
You should be worried
Patriots.
about something else. Not
Gentlemen,
freezing
you
your
guys are
tracks
both mods here.
'cause the
Feel free to
police
share
is
your
rolling
links.
past you. I don't need more people
They're
for
both
my son to
Patriots
be
that I
feeling some type of
subscribe
way.
to. I watch all their
I
videos,
didn't
so you should
agree.
do the same.
I'm not saying yes to them paying these people. Are y'all?
No, hell no.
Because if y'all not, y'all need to hold y'all city council people accountable for their actions. Because they're speaking for us.
What is the point of like
Yo.
recording the same exact view though?
But they're speaking
Like,
for y'all, so what y'all gonna do about
this
it?
view's fine. But this
Y'all
Emma,
gonna be okay? Oh, y'all
apparently
think
she
it's
needs to
fine
fix her bit
with
rate
this
too.
little-
Someone
this $500
tell her she
million?
needs to fix her bit rate.
So we protesters here to do what we gonna do, what we gonna do next. I don't want to hear people just whispering it to the next person like, oh my gosh, they passed this money and I don't agree with it. No, don't whisper it to the next person. Y'all better yell it to the people that need to hear it. Because my pull-up game is strong.
YouTube seems to think I've got an excellent connection,
just
so it
found out a
must just be
little bit
that
ago I
bit
didn't
rate
be
setting.
here. I interfere with my day. Hey, y'all tell me we need to pull up somewhere and we protesting. Let me know where. As long as we remain peaceful, I ain't got time to be going to jail. But that don't determine on whether or not we get to go to jail because, like I said, these gang members that are more and more.
These gang members.
Ain't no telling how many we got now. Ain't no telling where they coming from. And y'all know it's the outside people coming to try to police us.
They're not even here from here.
They're not even from here.
Say that.
And then the people who feel some type of way that feel like
And
they need
that one
these
weird
extra
girl, she
police,
already shared
y'all need to
her
go
stuff
live
in here
where y'all
multiple
asking
times.
them
I'm
for.
sure you guys already follow her. She's
Go
doing a
ahead
diaper
and
drive
put
for
that
day
for
waste,
sale
though.
sign in your
Diapers
yard.
for day waste.
You ain't even gotta
He's
stay
having
here
a
till it
baby.
gets
We're
sold.
doing.
Leave.
She's doing. We're
Leave.
supporting.
If you are that
Doing a diaper drive.
uncomfortable
And then
in the
she's
city,
gonna
we
drink
ain't even
White
asked you to be
Claws
in.
all the way down to L.A.
And then y'all wealthy. Y'all can move.
while eating sausage to deliver
If you got a
diapers to
house,
day
you
waste.
own your house, you can sell it and buy a new house. Hope you wise about how you make them decisions, but you don't have to be here. So why is it that we are letting the city of Minneapolis build buildings, make bus lines to make these people feel comfortable, but make us feel less?
Oh yeah,
Like
she
we
also does
nothing?
$90 donations
Y'all
for
raised $500,000
for
and
feet
ain't thought
pictures.
about these encampments.
Make sure to check. I'm just playing.
Y'all ain't thought about these hungry families. Y'all ain't thought about these activities that y'all could be creatively thinking to give these kids something to do instead of complaining about the bad decisions
Jay,
that they are making because they
He's over in
ain't got
Discord. He's
shit
like,
to do.
"Shoes are fed." They're on to you, Shoe.
But I ain't gonna
They're
keep
on
all
to
that,
you.
'cause Tucson, no, I don't like to do it. I don't like to do this. But y'all need to think to yourselves, what is the city of Minneapolis gonna do about something that we don't agree with? Because I don't agree with it, and every single time I turn around, somebody else says that they're not agreeing with it. But we live here, we pay these taxes. So we about to pay people to fuck us? Pay me, I'll beat you. And don't know me personally, I'll beat you, like literally. No, like for real though. Is that how y'all want to spend y'all money? Because if y'all want to fuck out some money, take me shopping. I like shoes. Hold on, take me to eat. That's
Do
even
people
better.
really come to watch her speak?
Unlimited food sound good to me.
What is going on?
So, if they can raise that type of money under our noses like that and say that that's what it is that we want, ain't no telling what type of money they holding on to and what they really could do that could benefit the community. That $500,000 could have did anything.
Hey, if we see people streaming,
Literally
we're gonna be
anything.
putting them up there.
It wasn't needed to be policing us,
Her signal
to
isn't
treat us
exactly
like
the best,
savages
but you know.
and treat us like you guys are, because now you guys are claiming that we are who you are. We're not claiming for you guys to be gang members and covering up each other's murders.
I gotta go add some wood chips to the smoker.
They're covering
I shall
up
return.
each other's murders. But we ain't gonna get on the judges because I was about to get to going. But what are we gonna do? Where we protesting next? Better yet, where are we protesting? What time do I need to be there?
We'll let you know.
Do I come in Panther form?
Yeah,
but like really though, hold your city people accountable to their actions, because I don't like nobody speaking for me, especially if you're speaking for me and said something that I didn't agree with. Now I feel like you got me, now I feel like I'm a child and you're the parent and you're making executive decisions on my behalf, and I don't like that because I'm grown. I should be able to make them decisions on my own. Then what kills me is y'all made a decision without even talking to me. Because Andrea Jenkins walked in the square and talked to me personally and said she's with the movement. She's all with Black liberation. She wants the fairness and what it is that we need for the community. But yet, you turn around and you say yes to giving the police $500,000.
That's that bullshit.
So what you walk in the square, y'all might lose my job today. But I'm gonna keep it thorough. I might lose my job today, but whatever. It is what it is. Jobs come and go. But I'm gonna speak my truth. But y'all mean to tell me that she could walk in us and look us in our face and tell us one thing, but then turn around and go back and do a whole nother thing? So I don't, for what you, that's just hopefully disrespectful. Because now I'm taking the pressure that you be being disrespectful to us at the square. Because I know if I say I feel some type of way, there's going to be a lot of people behind me like, yeah, we feel like that. So, since we feeling like this, what we going to do about it? What y'all going to do? Because all them emails saying and complaining, we should be doing the same thing. We should be stepping up to them too. Going up to them and telling them what's real. But I don't know. I'm just a single mother with 2 kids trying to make a way. And my Miss Howard. But yeah, thanks you guys. Well, actually, no. Thank you, really.
Thank you.
Because it's cold. And we out here.
y'all.
It could be worse, but it's cold. South, we outside. No justice. No justice. Prosecute the motherfucking police.
Do you want to say something? Yeah.
Alright, what's good? I'm 16 years old. I go to an MPS school, yeah. So I'm not really feeling how they overfunded the police. I mean, Jacob Fry came to protest with us. He ate with us. He danced with us. He laughed with us. But he wants to greenlight shit like this. I don't understand it. How do they have leaders, but literally youth are leading this community? I don't understand it. I'm tired of them having outside police, bringing in outside police to work in my school building. I know so many outside police who are from Tangletown, Linden Hills, Edina. They don't know how this community works at all. But they got the nerve to try to control me and my peers. I'm sick of it. I don't really have much to say. I really don't.
Sitting there,
I have
had to go probe my sausage.
Tell us how sick and tired you is.
That's what the temperature in here is right now.
I don't really know what to say.
We appreciate you.
We got your back, sis. We got your back.
No, because I just be watching the news and I'll be having so much to say, but it's like I get out here in front of y'all and I just don't know what to say. It's just
She's
feelings.
stuck in a stall.
Inbox me.
We appreciate you.
That's it.
Sausage is stalled out at 144. We added some chips and kind of closed off the vent. See if we can get past that stall. Thing is with sausage, you have beautiful pork fat added to it.
Thing I will say is that
you don't want to cook at a high temperature. It's better to leave it at a very low temperature and then bump it up little by little in different sections and just let it slowly get up to temp, because if not, what you're going to end up doing is rendering down that fat that's inside the sausage, and it'll basically just burst the casings and leak out and ruin your sausage. So gotta do it slow. Don't render that fat. That fat is flavor. You want that left in your sausage.
You gotta take this mic and explain to them what it is.
I bet Antifa would love to come over and probe my sausage. That one weird girl's been telling me for 2 days now that she wants my sausage. Can't even say that with a straight face.
What you want is alternatives to police. How you feel about the police. It's open-ended. Write whatever you want. Look it up. We can all do research on alternatives, and we all know in our hearts when we are, right? Like,
It took me 5 years to get this blacktail. I'm not about to screw it up, you know.
Write down what you want the city to do.
But I've got the Bluetooth here, and I've got a probe in the sausage, but it sat at that stall temperature for so long I had to go check and see for myself. I'm like, is this broken? I can't have gotten stuck at that temperature for this long, and sure enough it did. I do my best. I love cooking. A lot of people have been asking, so I should probably say it here. When it comes to, oh, here we go. See, the temperature's coming back up because I opened the door to probe the sausage, but I haven't set it 170, and we're looking for a 160 degree on the probe. So that's the temperature coming on it up inside. And as you can see, the sausage itself, it was at like 144, but opening the door messed with that a little bit. But my temperature that I'm going for is 160. So, gonna take some time. But I did notice when I was out there, some of the sausage was finally starting to change color. So, that's cool. Apparently we hit the 170. We're not even at 170. Why are you beeping at me? Look at this. Target temp is 170. It says right there. We hit 165 and it's beeping at me, letting me know, hey, you got there. No, we did not. Top right is Grunt Mizara from Minneapolis.
While we disperse and just be safe. Be safe, okay?
Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching.
We've got the Portland stuff that happened earlier playing on the two side streams there.
Was a protest in response to a protest from 2 weeks ago. Law enforcement action cost the city tens of millions of dollars in resources. I filmed that event on Mercado Media. You guys can go back and find those videos.
Grunt apparently has committed the ultimate sin and went offline while looking at his face.
Allocated to law enforcement outside of the state of Minnesota. So a protest and a budget committee hearing or a mock budget committee hearing was held at the city council member's
Yes, my
house.
meat pager is going off.
And that's what we watched tonight.
My sausage pager.
This was Minneapolis, Minnesota, you guys. Thank you for watching.
Let me know the sausage is almost ready for consumption.
LLC. Consider donating. It helps us grow. The links are in the chat.
Did Emma go offline too at the same time? Is everybody just in all their streams?
Don't feel obligated to do so. And your guys' time is much appreciated. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Be blessed.
They all committed the ultimate sin. Haven't they learned yet when you go offline, don't leave it looking at your face. If not, it gets frozen like that. Frozen. It freezes on the last thing you were looking at. And you show these dweebs your face and it gets stuck there. And I'm just going to leave your faces there for a minute just to show people what idiots you are.
I've been known to be violent, so.
If you missed what happened in Portland earlier.
What did you do in DC? What did you guys do in DC? The same thing. It's both sides, homie.
Well,
It's both
apparently
sides,
Andrew
homie.
Mercado
No, see, that's where you're wrong. That's why I'm on this side,
decided
bro.
he
You
didn't
guys
want his
can't
face
admit when
showing
you're
anymore.
You can't admit when you're wrong.
Are you kidding me?
You can't admit when the cops. You can't admit when the cops literally kill someone justifiably. You can't even admit that. None of you guys can. Can you?
Yeah.
When?
But when was the last no murder by the police is justifiable. No murder.
Okay. I mean, that's where we differ, homie. That's why I'm on this
Police should
side.
not be allowed to murder.
That's where we
They
differ,
aren't allowed
homie.
to
That's
murder
why I'm on
people.
this
When
side.
their life is threatened with weapons, yeah, I mean, you're gonna get
Really?
shot, dude. That's under any circumstance, any race. I don't know what your point is. This dude is straight shaking. Press is scared. Huh?
Answering your question. Why you got me blocked?
Yeah, around here, we're going to leave your face up for a little bit whenever you decide to do that so everyone can see your face.
It's unacceptable.
Maybe people will
how they
eventually
hit
start
that
learning
lady
to
that was
stop
holding
doing
a
that.
knife over the head and knocked her out. I'll admit that.
I thought you said hands. I'm not doing that.
But admit that black man that walked up behind that old man that smacked him in the
God,
face
these
was
commercials
wrong.
are terrible. Nobody cares about your nachos.
That's where we're wrong, dude.
He started that fight.
She started that
I
fight.
got
with the
sausage. Oh, it's Taco Bell. Where's the Andazant? Andazant, they came for you.
knife. No, there was.
I heard you
plenty of
talking
Antifa
about
in
him.
the background. Plenty
There we
of
go.
Antifa in the background. Dude, do you watch the news too much?
So New York is looking hype. And that one weird girl's town seems to be doing something. Sacramento social justice. Yeah, I don't like leaving venison in the freezer longer than a year. That's just me personally. It gets all frostbitten and stuff. Not a good idea. I mean, I'm sure it's fine, but I personally wouldn't eat it. Well, here's a clue. That one weird girl. Read what it says right here. Sacramento social justice events in Sacramento, California. So your clue should be they're in Sacramento. Man, I need to shave this beard off. Holy cow. December can't come quick enough. So what do you guys think? In Portland, who won today? Was it the Patriots or was it the Antifas? I feel like for once the Antifas won, but only because the police sided with them. And now Sacramento froze. Interesting. Say his name. Ree. Say his name. Ree. Yeah, at 1 year, it's if you open the freezer and you realize you've got venison in the freezer still from like a year ago, it's time to make some sausage. I'm gonna show you guys a couple pics. I gotta be. Andy comes in with the ree. Yeah, babe, you're probably right. It was probably closer to a tie. Antifas never win. Everybody knows that. But I feel like the Patriots left pretty upset, and the Antifas probably, I mean, they think they win every time anyways. Yeah, check out this sausage. Oh, wait, that's not sausage. That's Dr. Honk. What am I talking about? SEAL Team 711 approved. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can make this play for you guys. I don't have it on my... Here's a hyperlapse of the sausage making. Getting that casing fed onto the sausage pusher. Gotta tie that knot real good. And then we're gonna push out some sausage. And I did add cheese, high temperature cheese to the sausage as well. So we have a mix, actually. I went pepper jack and a sharp cheddar. We ended up with a big old thing of sausage. We did what I would call a 70-30 split with pork and venison. Bunch of spices. Hunter's Blend spices. My favorite, personally. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how it turns out. It's been a lot of work though. Like, I don't think people realize like what it takes to put out good self-harvested meat. There's so much that goes into it. That's why when you hear hunters, whenever they shoot their animal and they get it down, you'll hear them say, now the real work begins. You gotta realize, like, blacktails are some of the hardest, they're some of the hardest deer on the planet to harvest because they're nocturnal and you're only allowed to hunt them during the day, which means you basically gotta find one that's screwed up and got out of bed for some reason, or you gotta go find them while they're in their beds, or basically right before the sun comes up. That's why I'm yawning and so tired. But, you know, it took me 5 years to get a blacktail. And, like, you can go get a muley. That's pretty simple. You go get a controlled tag and go back east, and you basically sit on top of a mound and just wait. You know, you can get one that. But blacktail was really important for me to get. They call them the gray ghost of the Northwest, or the gray ghost of the West. Although the ones down in California are considered to be like a mix, like, but a true blacktail, you got to come to the Northwest. And it took me 5 years. It took me 5 years to finally get it right and get my blacktail. So, and then once harvested, like, you immediately got to field dress it, get that meat cooling down. Then you got to get it home, get that hide off, and then you got to start breaking it. You know, well, not, you don't break it down yet. Then you've got to let it basically age for a little bit, and then from there you break it down. Then from there, then the cleaning, because people complain about game flavor. That game flavor comes from pretty much blood and basically the fat and all the silver skin that's on the deer. A lot of people don't do a good job cutting that stuff out, and it is a pain in the butt. But you'll spend a couple days just getting rid of fat and silver skin if you're doing it right. Once that's all done, then you can get into grinding. You gotta grind the meat. I grinded 3 times. 4, I guess, if you include the stuffing. So yeah. About 4 grinds. Of course, you gotta add pork, so you gotta go acquire pork and then grind that, then mix them. Then you gotta cure it. You gotta add your seasonings. You gotta put it into a casing. And then from there you can finally smoke it. Once it comes out of smoke it, you give it a cold water bath, and then just then finally you can finally get a taste. You killed a blacktail with a baseball bat? That's great. I banned you because you're an idiot. What's funny is his name was Perdido. And in Spanish, that means loser. I mean, yeah, you can find him. Sorry, that guy's an idiot. You come in here talking about beating animals with a bat. As a true hunter, you go out there and you train and you practice and you do everything you can to get an ethical shot on an animal. That animal's given its life for you and your family, you know, so you don't want it to suffer. And I can proudly say that the blacktail that I got a double lung and a heart shot. I practiced on that shot for a long time. And it was under pressure. It was a quick shot. but I was really proud of the shot, and the animal didn't even run, which was really surprising to me. The animal, this blacktail, dropped right in its tracks. I'm pretty sure it died before it even collapsed to the ground, which, you know, makes me happy because that animal didn't suffer. And this idiot coming in here talking about freaking abusing animals like that, like, seriously, get lost. Stark News, you aren't wrong. You were absolutely right. I have seen that, and I can respect that because that's also a traditional way of hunting. And if you train, and I mean, I don't really care what the tool is that you use, you know, as long as you're going for an ethical kill. You don't want to hurt the animal. Like, you're harvesting meat. The idea here, and on top of that, if you make the animal suffer, like, on top of that, it makes the meat bad. Yeah, well, he holds the current record of getting banned very quick. The Seattle Jeeper, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for subscribing. But yeah, so a lot of work going into that sausage. So much went into it. But I'll tell you what I did do is, like, so after it goes through that press, the meat press, there's a little bit left at the bottom, and I didn't want to waste it. So basically I just made it into like a patty, put it into a pan and fried it up, and I tried it. So that was the first little flavor taste that I got of what I made. And it was amazing. It was better than Jimmy Dean sausage, if you ask me. I was really happy. I made my kid the guinea pig. So, and she loved it. So, if she loves it, then I know it's good, because she's picky as hell. It's interesting that it keeps saying that Behind Enemy Lines is live, even though they're supposedly not.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they're definitely not online.
How brave of you. How brave of you. I just want to let you know something real quick. We are not here for your entertainment. We are not here to put on a show for you. We are here to let you know that Black Lives Matter. Black trans lives matter. And while you were here enjoying yourself, while you were here talking it out,
These Sacramento people just like froze up.
but do you know that you are going to their
I expect Villain. I was thinking Villain might pop back out.
covered and trapped with all your privilege? The reality is there are people that are out here trying to get by. There are
How
people that
upset
are
he
able
got.
to afford a tenner at Lafayette. There are people that are trying to be seen. There are people that are trying to be seen. It's okay, it's okay.
A lot of stuff going. A lot of election news today too. Did you guys see that press conference? If you guys didn't get a look at the press conference that happened today with Rudy Giuliani and the other few about Dominion, you guys should really go out and go see that. Right Side Broadcasting had it. A lot of interesting stuff came out there, and you already know the mainstream media isn't going to show you, so it's something you should go look and check out.
You will not keep us in the back of your minds any longer. Message. We want you to really realize all of the pleasures that you take.
Too bright and PXP live now. They just finished being live. We had a standoff between the Antifas and the Back the Blue, and then the cops came out and basically shit on the Back the Blue people. So that was a pretty quick breakdown of what happened there. New York is live. And this guy right here we're leaving up because he made the ultimate sin of ending his stream while staring at the camera, so his goofy face remains up there. And yeah. Yes, the Dominion software. Dominion and Smartmatic, which to me sounds like a kitchen appliance or something. It's kind of like, hey, have you checked out the new Smartmatic dishwasher? Does your dishes in 30 minutes, and then we'll send them off to Venezuela to Hugo Chavez. That's right, get you a Smartmatic today. At the low cost of just your soul and your dignity. Smartmatic. The accusations they made today were that people who are running have actually paid the Dominion and the Smartmatic people to win, and they've made tons of money off of it. They say they have evidence, and basically the evidence they can't show because obviously the rules of evidence say that, you know, a judge could throw your evidence out if you go and leak it out to the media. So they got to hold on to that stuff, but they do have court cases, and that's what they're saying. They say, and these people that are going out there are saying this stuff, they wouldn't just be making up lies like that and putting their entire careers at risk if it was all BS. So watching them come out there and put their entire lives and their careers and their families and everything at risk to say those things, you know, is really big. You gotta think, Rudy Giuliani before Trump, like, he was the most beloved mayor of New York. He was called America's mayor. Like, dude was a rock star, and they've done nothing but shit on him ever since he went and started helping Trump. Kind of what they did to Trump. Like, nobody ever said anything about Trump until he ran for president. Now that he ran for president, all of a sudden he's a racist, and he's a freaking bigot. And I don't even have to say all the names. You guys know. But nobody ever said anything about Trump till he ran for president. The moment he came for Democrat power, oh man, they pulled out the Democrat playbook. But I'll tell you, regardless of what side you sit on, you should be sitting there wanting, if our election is compromised, you should want that to be resolved. If your side, regardless if your side is cheating or not, if you believe in a democracy, if you believe in the U.S. Constitution, if you believe in everything that this country represents, you want a fair and free election. And I think at the end of the day, all of us feel pretty good that as long as all the legal votes are counted, if our guy didn't win, well, we accept that. No, it wasn't just Rudy Giuliani who laughed at CNN. It was the whole room who laughed at CNN during that press conference. It was hilarious. He says, and what news publication are you from? And she says, CNN, and the whole room just busts up laughing. Like, that's what CNN has been reduced to, the laughing stock of America. They used to be what the hell are they wearing? What? Is that wooden hair? What was that? Yeah, that press conference was good all the way around. Somebody asked Rudy during the conference too. He's like, "Do you think Joe Biden was aware of all this corruption and whatnot?" And Giuliani says, "I don't really know what Joe Biden's aware of." And then he kind of freezes and he says, "I don't think he's very aware of anything." He's like, "I'm really not sure what Joe Biden's aware of and what the people who are controlling him basically, you know, if they're the ones that are making the aware decisions. He buried Biden. It was pretty great. Release the Kraken. The Kraken is coming. You can guarantee that. Again, it wasn't just Rudy Giuliani up there. You're talking Rudy Giuliani, and I forget their names. But the people that were in that press conference are people that are putting their entire everything on the line. So you got to ask if they have seen it. If they've seen the only reason they're coming out and saying this is because they've seen it with their own eyes. I guarantee it. And I got to tell you, while this is a very difficult time for all of us, I have to say, the moment Donald J. Trump is reelected for 4 more years, can you imagine how sweet those snowflakes will melt? My goodness. It's going to be an interesting time. Get a sausage check here. I'm seeing a tweet that was posted in the Discord by none other than Cat Turd. But it says, I can tell Trump's legal team hit a home run. All the people I can't stand are pissed off. Well, there you have it, folks. Oh my God, the sausage is taking forever. And you can't turn it up. You've got to leave it at that 170. You turn it up any more than that, you're going to render the fat down and ruin the sausage. And you know you like those little fatty bits in the sausage that you don't want those to melt away. It's snowflakes that are ruining the world. You're right. Melted snowflakes. Making the water rise. I'm looking around to see if there's any other live videos up right now. It doesn't really look like there's too much else going on. Seems pretty quiet other than New York's band camp. Yeah, as I'm looking around, basically this one feed in New York, that's about all I'm seeing. And they're starting to lose signal and stuff now too. So it looks like the majority of the action took place earlier in Portland. The only surprise we got really there, other than some verbal confrontations, was that the police were very biased towards the Patriots. And I know it's really easy to attack the police themselves, but you got to remember that the gentlemen that put on the uniform and the badge and who go downtown, they get orders. They get told what to do. There's people above them that are ordering them to do certain things and not to do other certain things. So it's important to remember that the individuals themselves a lot of times are just taking orders. So if you want to take out your anger, you should definitely do it and express your frustrations with the leadership of Portland, because that's who's giving the orders.
If you got your best, honey, we want to enjoy
Yes, fat is flavor. What's that, Endale? Is that BCP? Well, that's interesting. The link that you posted doesn't take me anywhere. Might have to go look it up myself. Okay, so we've got a video here from Black Conservative Preacher. See if we can get it up there. Be better than freaking New York's Bandcamp. New York's also famous Corona Bandcamp. See if this pulls up. Uh-oh. Looks like Streamwalt has it blocked and will not let it play, so we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. I don't like it when they block me from seeing stuff. So that's a video from Black Conservative Preacher. Let me shut this volume off over here and let's see what she's got. Oh, well, I guess it would also help if I turned the volume on.
Who's racist?
Wait a minute, wait a minute. You're all the way downhill. You don't want to be going. You're a black dude fucking following this racist shit?
Who's racist?
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You said I'm a black dude following this racist stuff? Yeah, you're the white freaking liberal. Did you hear that? Come talk to me. Where do you get off? Come talk to me. Come tell me why a black guy can't be free. Because that's what you just said. You literally just said a black man can't be free. Because I'm following these racist people. I'm not following you.
Cover your face, dude.
You're the racist white liberal.
No, it's after 10 p.m. Corona's out.
Hey,
You gotta cover up.
Ernie's
Cover
looking
up.
for you.
It's after 10 o'clock, dude. All you liberals know. Put your mask on, asshole. Put your mask on, dude. Yo, the Corona's coming for you.
Go get a job, Bob.
Hey, it's after 10 p.m. Corona's coming for you.
You're a fucking bum.
Cool. You guys are fucking faggots, all y'all.
That's fine, dude. You're a bum. You're a bum.
You're a loser. Fuck you.
And you're racist. You know what? That's the difference. You white racist liberal. You don't want to attack Trump supporters.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Listen to you.
Listen
to you.
What does that mean?
I'm black and I'm free, and you don't like it. You can't stand it. You're a racist white liberal. You're a racist white liberal. That's what you are. You just sit there and said that. What is the problem with me being a free black man? What is wrong with that?
You're not free.
Why? What's wrong with me being a free black man?
You're hilarious as shit.
Explain it. Explain it. You have nothing to say, do you? See, that's exactly what it is. Every single time with you racist white liberals, you hate to see the fact that a black man thinks for himself, supports President Trump, that has done more for black people than any white person that's on the Democrat.
There's only 2 of us here, folks.
Because the Democrats
or 3
want to enslave black people.
5-0 shows up.
Johnson's on American Voice, so it's just
100%. We support the police. You want to defund them.
So now you're gonna do this.
What's up? What up? Fuck all of them though, for real. Fuck Trump, fuck Biden, fuck all of them. Fuck Jesus. Fuck you. I'm not tripping. I don't care about y'all.
Obviously.
And none of them care about us either. So that's
Who's us?
Dude's whack.
Who's us?
Who's us? I thought it was us in general, just as people.
Oh, they care about me.
You don't care about
They
them?
said they care about me.
No, they don't.
Are you sure?
You think those people across the street give a fuck?
I mean, look at this. We got a Latino, 2 black guys, white female, a white male liberal. Think that you know what's
that's
best
racist.
for all of us.
That's
You're
racist.
the racist one here, and you don't, and you're too naive to realize it. Do you not see the problem in this?
You're a white
Do you
man
not
that's
see this?
upset with minorities because they're not following along with your nonsense. Do you realize what you're saying? You are a white man trying to oppress minorities because we don't think like you, bro. I'm not trying to oppress you.
Yeah, that's exactly what you just said.
You are, and doing what you're doing, that's exactly what you're doing. You and I do not have the right, nor do we have the privilege to tell any one of these men or any person of color or any nationality what they can and cannot do. We don't have that privilege, but you took that upon yourself.
You wouldn't fucking co-sign some racist bullshit like all these motherfuckers do.
What racist?
All of them.
What's racist about it? What is racist about them?
One thing.
Let's talk, bro.
What's racist about it? Tell
I'll
us.
talk to y'all if you get the fucking camera out of my face and get me
No, I need to
we
have
need
the
it.
camera. I have to have the camera because my experience is white liberals have been violent towards black people. The white liberals want to enslave black people. So I'm doing it for my safety. I'm doing it for my safety and your safety.
Now he's trying to hide. He just walked up into that camera to put his face right up in it. Now he's trying to hide his identity. He's stumbling too.
What are you ashamed of, man? What are you ashamed of? What are you ashamed of?
Put the camera down. I'll talk to you.
I have to do it for
I did too.
everyone's safety. I have to do it for everyone's safety because white liberals are violent. They've been violent to black people forever.
I'm out here by myself, man.
No one's attacking you. No one's talking about you.
I know they're not.
That's beside the point.
He's the victim now.
That's beside the point. That's beside the point.
Good luck.
We're good. We're good.
Okay. Well, that was basically your education on one dude who thinks he's not racist telling a bunch of minorities that they are racist. Oh God, this New York stuff is just... Look, the way I look at it when it comes to the liberals and Antifa, there's 2 different types of people. And I want to say that they're split up about 90-10. And there's the people that know exactly what's going on and are purposely feeding the misinformation, disinformation campaign. And then there's the 10% that just follow and think they're doing the right thing because of, you know, as you guys have heard before, you say Black Lives Matter. Well, yeah, Black Lives Matter, but so do everybody else's lives, you know? It's like, how do you... they make it really... they make it real difficult to disagree. They're really good at naming things. It'd be like if I started a campaign that was like, save the babies. You know, who's going to disagree with that campaign? But then I make it all about oppressing people and communism and, you know, it doesn't really matter. Like, I can make it about anything, but it's like save the babies. So, like, the sheep will follow, you know? Like, how dare you be against save the babies? And that's what they do. That's what they name all of it. That's why they name all of the stuff the way they do. And they always pick something that you can't disagree with. And it makes it real difficult. But there's a lot of people out there that are woke. Very woke. And know exactly what's going on. They see through the BS. So... be some real people. Don't be a sheeple. Them sheeple are everywhere. And they bah all over the place. But when it comes out, we hear ree. Yes, hashtag save the babies. I just can't anymore. No, it doesn't look... I'll take one last look here to see if there's anything else here that we need to be watching here. I mean, to me, it looks like... a really horrible party that... I mean, congrats on your party. Even though I've heard New York is canceling Thanksgiving, but, you know, this isn't canceled in New York. This is okay. This is okay. Eating turkey with your family, not okay. That's the kind of world that we're living in. That's what the world will look like under Democrat rule. You remember what it was like when Obama was in office and they were taking God out of everything? Oh, look up in the upper right corner there. You can see the cops that went in there and started checking people's guns, started asking for the concealed permits. This is what people were upset about earlier, is that the cops came in and started asking, let's see your concealed permits, because to open carry in Multnomah County, you have to have your concealed weapons license. You can't just open carry. And that right there is a sub 2000 by Kel-Tec that he's carrying right there. That gun folds in half. I happen to have one. It's a 9mm. But that's what they were upset about. The police came in, and they took him off, and I believe they cited him, and they confiscated his weapon and stuff. It's just stupid, but they wouldn't go across the street over here and do the same with the Antifas, and they were open carrying as well. So you can see where Portland's priorities are. And that's the issue people had, so... Wait, what? $10? That's cute. $10? What are you talking about? Sheep zombies. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was Rise Images video, but I definitely saw like what happened beforehand. We were live actually. If you guys go back and watch my Washington D.C. stuff, part 2, we were live when all the action went down. I can't remember if it was at 3 hours and like 38-minute mark when stuff started happening. All that stuff was recorded live. Part 2 video, it's either the 2 hour and 38-minute mark or the 3 hour and 38-minute mark. But yeah, we were live and we watched that stuff go down live. Oh, New York got a $10 donation for their cause. Well, it looks like their cause just froze. Well, it's back. Anyways, folks. One more sausage check, and then I think we're gonna wrap it on up. I think tonight's gonna be a bit quiet. Could be people are waiting for Friday. If you guys haven't got a chance yet, get on over to Twitch. Go add that one with a number 1 weird girl spelt with a U. If you're on YouTube, go add Andazant. If you're on YouTube, add MK. And I know I'm forgetting people. Oh, Shoe. I always forget the name of your channel, though, because it's not Shoe. You should have your same name. You guys are more than welcome to put those links in the chat so people know where to find you. All great patriots, all SEAL Team 711. Smokers at 169, 170, right where it's supposed to be. Sausage 141. I'm assuming the cold temperature outside and opening the door bumped it down just a bit. It's going to take a second to get back up there. I'm going to be monitoring this sausage for a while.
We're just gonna ask, please allow trans people to come and try to win this money.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't had a chance yet to get on over to SEALTeam711.com, this is your way to help support the stream. While we are building the channel and trying to get up there in subscribers, in the meantime, you can go to SEALTeam711.com and get yourself some merch. That helps keep the wheels rolling around here, and we highly appreciate it. Again, that's SEALTeam711.com, SEALTeam711.com. Folks, it looks like tonight is about over. And I think that's where we're going to go ahead and call it. One last thing, if you haven't had a chance yet to join the Discord, that is where the conversation continues after we go down. Discord incoming. If you are a patriot, you belong in the Discord. We'd love to have you. A lot of great folks over there. A lot of great people that help keep the wheels rolling. Thank you to the mods that were in the chat, keeping it clean, keeping it fun for everybody, making sure that the trolls don't last long. Especially people who come in saying that they hurt animals with baseball bats. Like, what the hell? Some people's children, man, I swear. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and call this one. Much love to all y'all. Jay, yeah, I see you, brother. Need to see you in person soon. But we are going to go ahead and call this one. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope to see you on the next one. Make sure you got your notifications checked. Sub button hit. And we'll see you next time. Get you some sausage.